I've read the police reports and feel ashamed, embarrassed, and hurt because that's not the person I am.
Get me out of here, man! Get the fuck out of here! No, man, get me out of here! Get me out of here, man! What the fuck you mean, nigga? Get me the—
This guy's in court for grooming a young girl. I can't say her exact age because of YouTube's guidelines, but let's just say it was way too young for the excuses he's about to give. He showed up in court acting remorseful, blaming the alcohol, saying he's a changed man. But once the judge brought up what he did after the arrest, he cracked. And that blurred clip at the start, that was not a glitch. That was pretty much his full-blown explosion. You'll see the full meltdown soon. Let's dive in and watch.
First and foremost, I'd like to apologize to the courts for appearing before them today. I'd like to apologize to the victim in this case. I'm not going to use alcohol or drugs as an excuse for anything. However, alcohol was a main factor in this case. But I take full responsibility for my actions because I chose to make the irresponsible decision consuming too much alcohol than I could handle, causing poor, regretful choices leading to my incarceration. I've read the police reports and feel ashamed, embarrassed, and hurt because that's not the person I am. And I wouldn't be standing here today if I would have just been more responsible. I have 4 younger children that I've let down because of being locked away from them, missing out on watching them grow, having to deal with that as a heartache alone. The only thing I can do now is work on myself while incarcerated, take advantage of all programs they offer, and become a better man and a better father, and not give up doing so. I have to make this my last time in jail, and I plan to. I'm sincerely remorseful to my victim in this case, letting her down when I was supposed to be a father figure in her life. I beat myself up over this every day. Over this, wishing I could take it all back. I just hope she can grow up in life and leave this in the past, and that it doesn't affect her future. Again, I'm sorry to everyone I caused pain to.
That entire apology was aimed at the judge, not the victim. He's pleading for leniency, not for forgiveness here, and trying to shift blame to alcohol. Courts don't care what you were drinking. They care what you did and what crimes you did. He even references himself as a father figure, which in this context makes it even worse in my opinion. I just think everything here is rehearsed except accountability. And even the judge knows it.
After you were in jail?
Because I was told by the detective I was allowed to.
Okay.
I didn't call her, I called my wife and she answered the phone.
All right. And what contact did you have with her about retracting her statement or modifying her statement?
It wasn't retracting. We talked about counseling, going to counseling and stuff, because that was something that they was talking about making them do, and something she said she didn't want to do.
Well, trying to, whether directly contacting her or contacting her through your wife, was wholly inappropriate. And it was further evidence of you trying to take advantage of her at that young age, like you did when this happened.
Now she asked the detective if she could have contact with me when this case was all started. Then when I went to my preliminary hearing on February 11th, I asked the detective and he told me the same thing.
Well, you're experienced enough in the system to have the wisdom that you shouldn't have been contacted. Okay. In talking to her, having about anything having to do with this case. So, you've in your statement you say you apologize to her, but then in the pre-sentence report you talk about how you don't believe you did everything you're accused of doing and wanted to take this to trial. What's that all about?
I don't remember exactly what I said, Your Honor, but what I was saying was I don't have recollection of what happened the night of, so I wasn't admitting to.
Now he's walking on a tightrope here, admitting guilt while still trying to deny specifics. That's not remorse. That's positioning. The second you claim you don't remember, you signal to the court that you're protecting yourself, not facing what happened. And in a case this serious, that's pretty much enough to erase any credit you earned earlier with the judge. And I'm pretty sure the judge just flipped from listening to sentencing mode. And he's not going light.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you, it doesn't get much worse than this kind of stuff.
I understand.
And I would note in the record that in 2009 or 2010, you were sentenced to prison on a burglary, released on judicial release, and then returned to prison after a violation of the judicial release. And you were released January 7th of 13. You went back to prison on another case on May 1st of 13 and got out in August. Went to prison on an attempted burglary, trespass in a habitation, breaking and entering, June 23 of 16 through August 5 of 18. A whole bunch of theft offenses between that last prison sentence and where you are today. So you've had a lifetime of criminal activity, but none worse than what has occurred here. So I've reviewed the pre-sentence report and a victim impact statement. I've considered what you have said, what counsel has said. And I've also considered that they've made a joint recommendation of 96 months in prison. So on count, and I've considered all the provisions in 29, 29, 11, 29, 29, 12, 13, and 14. In consideration of all that, on count 5, I'm going to sentence you to a term of 60 months. On count 6, I'm going to sentence you to a term of 60 months that will be consecutive to one another with credit for 143 days. And consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime by you and for appropriate punishment.
All right, get out, man. Come on, man.
Sit
What
down.
you mean, man?
Stay down.
No, man. Get me the fuck out of here, man. No, I took my plea back, man. Get me the fuck out of here, man. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, man. Get me out of here, man.
Almost done, Judge.
Get me the fuck out of here.
And they
No, man. Get me out of here. Get me
consecutive,
out of here, man. What the fuck you mean, nigga? Get me the fuck out of here. Man, get me the fuck out of here, man.
Let me get my leg.
Get me out of here, man.
Just take him into the chair.
Okay, we're in this chair.
All right.
Let's see tomorrow.
Call me on your visiting letter for jail and for.
All right, man. Stop touching me, man. I'm not doing this, man. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing.
That's what happens when your whole plan hinges on sounding sorry and the judge doesn't buy it. This wasn't a breakdown. It was a delayed reaction to finally hearing the word consecutive. The court isn't shocked. They've seen this stuff before, just maybe not this loud. For a man who spent the whole hearing trying to manage optics, he lost control pretty fast, too. It's messy. It's sad. But it's exactly why judges don't sentence based on apologies, too. So, like we just saw, they sentence based on patterns. So, what do you guys think in the comments? Was this justice or just inevitable? I post every single day, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.